So here we have a term that I would encapsulate into self-awareness, and how self-awareness permeates on through a number of important areas. But just briefly, that as a leader, it starts with you being able to interrogate yourself, being able to examine, audit yourself as to your strengths, your weaknesses. What are your little trigger points that set you off? Sometimes we have to have a little bit of life under our belt, but if we start to do that, but if we start to ingrain this into our day-to-day activities, this little concept or series of concepts, you become much more effective and much more efficient. So obviously, the starting point is your own self-awareness, your self-confidence. And now self-confidence isn't necessarily booming voice and sticking your chest out. A person with self-confidence has an awareness of their competencies. They have a comfort level, and that permeates outwards. And then that leads into a level of empathy, coming back to what we talked about with the informal leader, the warmth that comes from that. Empathy breeds a level of engagement from people, whether they're your co-workers or your superiors or subordinates. And moving on then, that of course, as you can see, will enhance elements of your relationship management. Now, relationship management can vary at different levels. It can be very informal, or it can be formal, because we've seen what organizations have much more codes of conduct about that. But suffice to say, the codes of conduct, the regulations, will only work well if people are fluid and aware within the relationship management. And finally, it's self-management. Your self-control. You're managing a relationship that's maybe fraught, and you have to remind yourself at times that it's an indulgence if you want to engage in one-to-one verbal combat with somebody, and that you may be lessening your authority as a leader or lessening your competency levels to those around you. And so the self-control element, coupled with permeating or projecting your conscientiousness, your ability to adapt to others' needs in order to attain the objective. And fundamentally, these all things lead to the drive to exceed, to succeed, and enhance initiative.
Exactly. And I think, just think back, good boss, bad boss, fixed mindset, growth mindset, and then think about, where am I in terms of my emotional intelligence? How self-aware am I? And that's what we're going to go through next, in terms of thinking about what do I need to be aware of. Because if I'm a leader, I know I can't do everything, and therefore I need others with me to achieve the ultimate goal.